Hello, everybody, and welcome into the broadcast. I'm Samuel Reese coming to you live across YouTube and Twitch. It's semifinal number 2 at UEFA Euro 2020, and once again from Wembley Stadium after a thrilling first semifinal, it's England facing Denmark. Italy took down Spain yesterday in penalty kicks. Hopefully this semifinal delivers as much as last night's did as well. Let's get right into the starting lineups. First for England, who are led by Gareth Southgate. It is Jordan Pickford in goal. 4 at the back, Walker, Stones, Maguire, and Shaw. Meanwhile, the 2 holding mids are Phillips and Rice. Saka gets the start. That's the one change compared to the quarterfinal lineup against Ukraine, alongside Mount and Sterling in the midfield, and then the captain, Harry Kane, up top for England. Meanwhile, for Denmark, who are led by Kasper Hjulmand, it is Schmeichel in goal. 3 at the back, Vestergaard, Kjær, and Christensen. 4 in the midfield, Mæhle, Delaney, Højbjerg, and Larsen. And then the 3 up top are Damsgaard, Dolberg, and Braithwaite as we get set for kickoff. It's a Dutch referee for this one, Daniel Macchiella, as we are ready to kick off from Wembley Stadium. An 8 p.m. local time start. The winner faces Italy in the Euro final. It's an England team who are not only the heavy favorites, but the hosts for this semifinal. And of course, if they win tonight, they will host the Euro final. It's a Denmark team that are the heavy underdogs, but certainly the neutrals' favorite. A fairy tale story after a tragic incident involving their leader, Christian Eriksen. They've gone on to make it all the way to the Euro semifinals. Can they take it one step further and pull off the shock of the tournament? It's never unrealistic to say it could happen, as we are ready to go. It's Denmark in all red, England wearing white. And it's a beautiful scene at Wembley as it's turned into a pretty nice night, as up to 60,000 are allowed to attend this one, about 75% capacity. And let's hope for a fantastic semifinal as the opening whistle is blown and we are underway. Semifinal number 2 of UEFA Euro 2020. It's Denmark who kick off. They're attacking from left to right in this first half. England from right to left. And immediately Sterling goes down. An early whistle. And the first foul comes just 11 seconds in. Well, Denmark know what it's like to be the team that makes a Cinderella run. Just ask the 1992 team, I should say, that made it to the Euro final and won it all, in fact. And they weren't even supposed to be in the tournament. Just an unbelievable story, as Denmark are looking to, in some ways, mirror what that team did. Calvin Phillips fouls Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Højbjerg, who plays his club football in London for Tottenham Hotspur. Teammates with Harry Kane, of course. It's an England team who, despite heavy criticism, have done well so far this tournament. It was a statement performance. Yes, it was just against Ukraine in the quarterfinals, but certainly a statement victory as they took down Ukraine 4-0 in Rome, and now they're back home in London for the rest of the tournament. Andreas Christensen ahead for Struger Larsen. No foul called, although now it will be. A late whistle from Daniel Macchiella. But you can see on the replay, Luke Shaw came in late. The correct decision made. Well, yesterday's semifinal was absolutely brilliant. A fantastic game that lived up to its expectations. A little bit of a different story today with an England team who are expected to win, but a Denmark team who definitely could pull off the surprise upset on English soil. And when it comes to the atmosphere, it's obviously a dominant dominantly English crowd as that ball came all the way through, but Kasper Schmeichel was there. His first contribution, of course, his father, Peter Schmeichel, had a great footballing career, both at the club level and internationally for Denmark, and Peter was a part of that team who made that historic run and won the Euros in 1992. This is Phillips. Now Bukayo Saka, who comes in for Jadon Sancho. That's the one change made by Gareth Southgate. Outside of that, it's the same team we saw start against Ukraine. What's going on, Guillermo? Just dropping in to say what's up. I appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing well. And to remind everyone that it's never been home. There you go. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, Guillermo. Hope you're doing well. As the header is flicked on by Struger Larsen. Larsen didn't start in the early stages of the tournament, but he certainly locked in his role in the starting 11. He's impressed for Denmark after making some appearances off the bench in the group stages. As I mentioned, Kasper Hjulmand is the coach of this Danish side who have made it all the way to the semifinals. Why stop now? Here's Harry Maguire. Maguire to John Stones, club rivals who are teammates at the international level, the center back pairing, Maguire and Stones. Now it's chipped ahead for Sterling. What a tournament he's had. Raheem Sterling, stabbed away by Christensen. Throw in for England. Christensen also plays his club football in London for Chelsea. Won a Champions League title with them just about a month and a half ago. Here's Raheem Sterling. Sterling finds Mount. Moved into the middle with John Stones. Early stages of this semifinal. The winner will take on Italy. Yes, that is true, Guillermo. I was just saying that Denmark won the Euros after not even qualifying. Yes, that is very true. Back in the early 90s. I mean, it would still be surprising if Denmark won at all. There's no denying that. But yeah, I suppose not. You can't say it's as surprising as that team who didn't even qualify in the first place. Dangerous ball in, and it was just beyond the reach of Sterling, who gives a thumbs up, signaling that he was content with the idea. Not a bad delivery from Luke Shaw, from Harry Kane, excuse me. Kane usually on the end of such crosses, but this time he was the playmaker just off the mark for Raheem Sterling. The first 15 minutes just so key in this match. This ball played ahead. Martin Braithwaite, the Barcelona man, chasing down Maguire. Maguire back for Pickford. Some pressure arrives. Pickford clears up the middle. And it's Simon Kjær getting a foot to that ball. Kjær, who plays for Milan. The captain of this Danish side. Here is Christensen. Now wide for Struger Larsen. Larsen once more to Christensen. Simon Kjær. Just about 7 minutes in. No goals yet from Wembley. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's semifinal number 2 at the Euros. And that ball sprayed wide was sent behind Joachim Mela. Mela, who starred for Atalanta this past season. Playing Champions League football with them, of course. Mela knows what it's like to be a minnow. And surprise many. Here come England. Wide on the left flank, it's Raheem Sterling. Sterling to the byline. Crosses, and it's headed away. Bukayo Saka was in the area. Now it falls to the feet of Shaw. Shaw to Saka, who tried to lay it back for Kane. knocked away only as far as Declan Rice. Rice of West Ham. And now it's at the feet of Harry Maguire. I think the Revs are still number one in the East, Guillermo. Yes, I think they're 3 points clear of Orlando, but Orlando still have a game in hand. Last time I checked the standings, I believe that's what it read. So yeah, I think Orlando do have a game in hand on us, however. But I think, yes, we're still first in the East. We play Toronto tonight at home. I'm on vacation in Maine, so unfortunately I can't go to that game, but definitely later in the summer, hopefully I can get to a few more Revs games because they're looking good except for that loss against Dallas. Now it's a long ball forward. Bukayo Saka, can he save it? Not quite. And a goal kick awarded to the Danes. Yeah, Toronto is a complete mess. Yep, they just fired Chris Armas coming off, a 7-1 defeat to DC United. I don't know what happened with them. They went downhill in a hurry. Yeah, this is our beach house, correct. Yes. Yep, we're right down the road from the beach, which is nice. I just came back from the beach about less than an hour ago, as that ball will fall to the hands of Jordan Pickford. So yeah, I've been enjoying my time up here. We've had some nice weather the last couple of days, so definitely good to take advantage of that. Unfortunately, there's some rain in the forecast the next few days. This is a bouncing ball handled by Pickford once more. He'll roll it ahead to Maguire. Now it's Luke Shaw. 10th minute of play, 0-0. England-Denmark, the winner to the Euro final. When it comes to the FIFA World Ranking of both teams, England 4, Denmark 10. The fact that Denmark are 10th in the world may surprise many, although those rankings should be taken with a grain of salt. They're not all that accurate, at least that's what many would argue. And certainly if Denmark were to pull off the upset today, they would move even further up those rankings. This is John Stones. Calvin Phillips. England content in possession at the moment. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Semifinal number 2 at the Euros. Phillips rolls it ahead for Mason Mount. Mount now to Bukayo Saka. Mount crossing and stabbing that away was Simon Kjær. Bouncing ball now, settled by Mason Mount. Mount to Saka. He leaves it, and Mount may be in. But stepping in front of that ball was Yannick Vestergaard, who plays in the Premier League for Southampton. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, no, my uncle lives up here, so yeah, I'm just basically hanging out with family, not necessarily making any friends, but it's good to see family that I haven't seen in a while. The header is away, and Denmark could be off to the races, as this ball will be intercepted by England and now headed to Harry Kane. Kane settles. Now it's Raheem Sterling. Sterling onto his right foot. The deflected effort is smothered by Schmeichel. The first time Schmeichel's been called to action. And you never know with those deflections, although I'm not sure if it did take that much of a deflection. In the end, a poor shot from Raheem Sterling, who has 3 goals at these Euros. Coming into this tournament, he had never scored for England in a World Cup or Euros. That quickly changed as, in fact, he scored the first 3 goals of the tournament for England before Harry Kane decided to put his scoring boots on against Germany, as that's out for for an English throw-in, I should say. The anticipation great for this game in England. Of course, with this game being on English soil, you can only imagine what it's like in the nation tonight. And depending on what the result is, it'll either be pure jubilation or destructiveness around England. There's a switch of play. Kyle Walker on the far side. Ahead for Bukayo Saka. Now it's Luke Shaw. Shaw on the ball. Over to Sterling. 14th minute. No goals scored inside Wembley Stadium. Now edge of the box, it's Kane. He went for a goal, but it's well over the bar. Kane just a little off balance in the end. Settled that with his right, was leaning back on the strike. England with some half chances in the early stages, but really haven't tested Kasper Schmeichel quite yet. Schmeichel also plays in England for Leicester City. It was part of that unbelievable title-winning Leicester City team, 5 years ago now, when Leicester City miraculously won the title. And of course, Kasper Schmeichel, FA Cup winner at this very stadium against Chelsea months ago, as that was picked off in a dangerous area, but not a threatening shot from Højbjerg. However, that's given away by Pickford. Martin Braithwaite goes for goal. And it's just wide of the left post. It did deflect, however, out of play. And a corner kick awarded to the Danes. Just a bit of hesitancy at the back for England. And Jordan Pickford is well aware that he was a bit fortunate in the end. A quarter hour played. And the first corner kick of the match on the way. It'll take place on the far side. And England may very well have their hands full on the set piece. A sea of bodies inside the 6-yard box. Here comes the in-swinging delivery and a punch away by Pickford. However, it's kept alive by Højbjerg. Højbjerg goes wide. And now knocked away. In the end, a foul called against Denmark. Good work by Mason Mount. Ultimately taken down by Struger Larsen. And England can catch their breath. Mason Mount just stuck with the play, and in the end, the ball got away from Larsen. And in retaliation, committed the foul. A lot going on in the box on that corner kick, but Pickford did well to keep his eye on the ball and affirmatively punch that one away from danger. And it will now be Pickford taking the free kick as England get numbers up the pitch. The header out of play. Last touch by Vestergaard. And Luke Shaw will go to Harry Maguire. Stones for Pickford. And that pass sent directly out of play. A cheap giveaway. And Denmark will have a throw-in. Struger Larsen to take. It's a Danish side who, after the tragic incident involving Christian Eriksen, lost their first 2 games of the tournament. And they've since won their last 3. They needed to win by 2 goals. In their final group game against Russia, they won by 3 to finish in second, despite just having 3 points. And then after that, defeated Wales 4-0 in the round of 16 in their first game away from Copenhagen. And then in the quarters, it was a 2-1 victory over the Czech Republic, way out east in Baku. And that's part of the challenges for certain teams. Denmark had to fly from the easternmost site in this tournament, Baku, Azerbaijan, to the westernmost site in London, England. It was just 3 days in between matches, and it's a wasted free kick, blasted clear by England. And a foul in the middle of the park committed by Larsen. Well, there's no arguing that. A reminder that these Euros conclude on Sunday. The final, Italy against either England or Denmark, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. The 51st and final game of the tournament. Sunday afternoon stateside, Sunday night around Europe. 20th minute, we're still scoreless at Wembley. Harry Maguire with some space. Not much of a tempo to this game so far. It's been a lot of possession for England and not much more, in all honesty. First touch got away from Mount. It was nearly won back by England, and now it will be. Back with Maguire. Luke Shaw, his club teammate, finding Declan Rice. Rice had it stolen. Martin Braithwaite is there. And now it's Larsen. Højbjerg. Twenty-first minute of play. And eventually turned over. John Stones for Jordan Pickford. Pickford beyond midfield. A leaping header won by Vestergaard. However, it's tracked down by Luke Shaw. A bouncing ball through the middle. Denmark once more in possession of the ball. Christensen to Simon Kjær. Back it comes for Kasper Schmeichel. A rather dull atmosphere at the moment inside Wembley. Perhaps some anxious English supporters. Now it's the Danes knocking the ball around. This is Kjær. Wide for Larsen. He's defended by Shaw. Forced to go back for Christensen. On both sides, we've seen a lot of passes go backwards rather than towards the opposing goal. But right as I say that, maybe an attacking phase for Denmark. Damsgaard. This finds Larson. Larson in the middle, into Braithwaite, and the through ball is cut out and now cleared away by Shaw. It was a clever idea from Braithwaite. We're now a quarter through the match. 0-0, England-Denmark. Semifinal number 2 at the Euros. Now it's Thomas Delaney to Schmeichel. Header won by Calvin Phillips. And that's last off of Joaquin Mala. Mela, I should say, and it will be an English throw-in. Not much excitement yet for those of you just tuning in. This is Maguire. Rice to Stones, and now Pickford with the clearance. Bouncing ball. Larson got a touch. And down went Kane, a clean tackle. Won back nicely by Vestergaard. And this could be promising for Denmark. Edge of the box, it's Dolberg. Now Damsgaard going for goal, and it flashes wide. A promising opportunity for the Danes, but in the 25th minute, shut the door. It remains 0-0. A curling attempt, and Damsgaard was aiming for the top corner. Couldn't quite hit the target. "20 minutes left, and we're scoreless." Sorry about that. Foul called. Bukayo Saka went down. England looking for a quick restart originally. But instead, they'll wait. And this set piece comes from a promising position for England. Both Mason Mount and Bukayo Saka standing over the ball. The header out of the penalty area. Now Luke Shaw. Shaw, curling cross to the back post. Leaping up was Kane. He couldn't make contact. And now it's Mount in the far corner, defended by Mela. Bukayo Saka. In the end, dispossessed. Denmark the other way. Jordan Pickford has conceded no goals in the last 722 minutes. That's the longest streak in England history. Of course, England yet to concede a goal this tournament. It's been 5 shutouts so far in 5 matches. And that's why they have gone this far, remaining undefeated. Just one draw that came against Scotland in the group stage, and taken down was Kasper Dolberg. Foul against England. Mason Mount going in with the elbow. Not much to argue on Mason Mount's side. Dolberg a bit slow to get up, but he's now back to his feet. And Jordan Pickford could be very well tested here, although the free kick is from a ways out. Not within shooting range, but depending on the service, this could be troubling for England's defense. As the Dutch referee makes it known to both sets of players that he's keeping a keen eye on any such infractions that occur. England holding a high line. This ball floated ahead. And a free kick once more awarded to the Danes. Well, the referee warned both sets of players, and he spotted a foul as Christensen was held by Luke Shaw. And so Denmark will try again, but this time from an even more promising position. And so Jordan Pickford provides instructions to his wall. The Danes looking to silence the Wembley crowd. There are some Danish supporters in attendance, of course. About 8,000 is what I heard. Just about a half hour in. Free kick. Here's the shot. Oh, what a goal. It's gorgeous. Mikael Damsgaard. 1-0. Denmark scored the opening goal. And it's a fairy tale story that just continues on. Harry Maguire furious about something. Danish supporters celebrating delightfully. It's a beautiful free kick. Mikael Damsgaard. And the men in red strike first at the half-hour mark. What a gorgeous strike over the wall. And it was elevated just enough that even Jordan Pickford couldn't get a touch. Over the wall and dipping under the crossbar. It's a perfect free kick from Mikael Damsgaard. A fingertip from Pickford got to the ball, but that was all. All the way through, and the Danes strike first. Absolutely gorgeous from Damsgaard. And a surprise scoreline, according to many. And how will England respond? The celebrations tell the story. Denmark very well aware that there's still a long way to go. Same can be said for England, but it's definitely a goal that makes things very interesting. And a fun fact, that is the first direct free kick goal at these Euros. We haven't seen a goal scored directly from the free kick. We've, of course, seen some goals from set pieces, but not directly from a free kick. And boy, was that beautiful. Yes, well, indeed, TG. How about that goal? The second goal for Damsgaard in his 5th Euro game this tournament. And it certainly provides an intriguing twist. In this Euro semifinal. How will the English respond? Their first goal conceded in the entire tournament. And so it's safe to say it's unfamiliar territory for the English. That comes off of Mount, throw in for Denmark. And you can just feel the tension inside Wembley Stadium English supporters biting their nails and anxiously hoping for a turnaround. What's going on, Vaughn? How you doing, man? Yeah, that was a huge goal for Denmark, and what a strike. Just brilliant from Damsgaard. That's a poor giveaway from Jordan Pickford. He's done it a couple of times so far. This is Struger Larson, and not on the same page as his teammates was the goal scorer, Mikael Damsgaard. The flicked on pass lands right into the hands of Jordan Pickford. Here is Mason Mount. Now driving forward is Raheem Sterling. Sterling still going down the left wing. Sterling cuts back to his right. And the deflected pass is won back by Denmark. A perfect slide tackle. Damsgaard could only hold it for so long, however. It's now won back by Luke Shaw. Yeah, Denmark. A fairy tale story, and what a development here. And to no one's surprise, teams that score first in the Euros have gone on to win more than 75% of the time, about 80% of the time. So if that doesn't tell you how important that first goal is, I'm not sure what will. But of course, still a lot of time left in this one. This is Harry Kane on the turn. Kane goes down. Foul against Delaney. Delaney of Dortmund. And it was quite an easy decision for the referee. And this is a similar free kick for England as the one Denmark had moments ago that resulted in a Damsgaard goal. So 4 players crowding the ball for England. Who will step up and strike? 35th minute of play. 10 minutes remaining in the opening half. Kasper Schmeichel setting up his wall. England searching for an equalizer. Mount, Sterling, as well as Shaw, all surrounding the ball. Denmark with about 6 or 7 on the wall here. And it's a strike blocked by the wall. Raheem Sterling stepped up for England, but the Danish wall did its job. And the minority, that is the Denmark supporters in attendance, are certainly enjoying themselves right now. It was Simon Kjær with the header away. What's going on, Drew? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. It was Mikael Damsgaard with the Danish goal in the 30th minute. It was off of a free kick, the first direct free kick goal of this Euro tournament. One of the best goals of this tournament, in my opinion. It was a beautiful strike over the wall and then dipped it just enough to get it underneath the crossbar. And it was beyond the reach of Pickford. Just a great free kick. And now here's Martin Braithwaite. Denmark could be off to the races. Here they come. This is tapped ahead for Braithwaite. Braithwaite has an option wide. Finds Højbjerg. Højbjerg crossing. And it's all the way through. It looked like a promising build-up for Denmark, but no shot in the end. And now Raheem Sterling goes down for the free kick earned as Delaney committed the foul. Now look at some statistics. The total attempts 4-3 Denmark. The attempts on target 2-1 in favor of the away side. I mean, it in a way, Drew. It doesn't. neither team has really been controlling the game so far, I'd say. I think England may have slightly more of the possession. But no, neither team has really controlled the game. There hasn't been a whole lot of chances either. As this is crossed in, Sterling denied! What a stop. Kasper Schmeichel denies Raheem Sterling a point-blank range opportunity. And Sterling can't believe his luck. Kasper Schmeichel keeps Denmark on top. Will I watch McGregor's fight? No. I would if it was on, regular cable, but the pay-per-view prices are ridiculous, so no, I'm not. I'll just watch the highlights. ESPN will post the highlights. Yeah, that was huge from Schmeichel. Another through ball. Bukayo Saka is in. Across it goes, and Sterling is there. This time he scores, and England have grabbed the equalizing goal 9 minutes after Denmark took the lead. England have garnered a response, and it's Raheem Sterling, the leading scorer for England this tournament, notching his 4th of these Euros. And finally, English fans can rejoice. The opening goal for them has come at last. 1-1 in Wembley. And looking back at the replay, Saka in an onside position, laid across for Sterling, who just got enough on this ball to send it across the line. Actually, it may very well be an own goal here. And I think it is. Yep. It actually went off of Simon Kjær and into the Danish goal. Kjær trying to block out that cross from getting to Sterling, but instead it's sent right into his own goal. Unfortunate for Denmark. It's 1-1 in London. So scratch that. It won't be Sterling's goal. Based on replay, it did look like an own goal there. Yes, you are correct, TG. Yes, Drew. Schmeichel's dad is Peter. That is correct. Yep. I guess the trait runs in the family. Both great goalkeepers. The winner will face Italy in the final, Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time at Wembley Stadium. And this first half, at least the last 10 minutes of it, have certainly been intriguing. This game has come alive just like that. Yes, I believe that's right, TG. That's now 11 own goals at these Euros. Just unprecedented. The leading goal scorer in this tournament by far is own goal. 41st minute now. Yeah, we'll see now how Denmark respond. It's been a back and forth affair thus far. But yeah, Kane's ball was absolutely precise, as you say, TG. Final moments of the first half now. And yes, there is confirmation. The 11th own goal of the Euros. There were 9 own goals in all of the other Euros combined. That's 15 Euros prior to this. 9 own goals combined. 11 just in this tournament. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, we'll see if Denmark get that next goal. But momentum is certainly on the side of England now. It's a beautiful first touch from Braithwaite. But tracking back was Declan Rice. He got on his horse. He'll now find Maguire. The pressure applied by Braithwaite. He touched it last. It will be a throw-in for England. Yes, I did see what you did there, Drew. Yeah, I no matter who the Italians face in the final, I have them as favorites, to be honest. I do. But we'll see. 3 minutes until first half stoppage time. This is Luke Shaw on the near side. Shaw lays it off for Mason Mount. Now Rice. And since that equalizer, England now look a lot more comfortable. You can just see by the way they're moving the ball around. Here is Saka. Now it comes to Shaw. Raheem Sterling, who certainly played a factor in that first England goal, even though it was an own goal. The reason it was an own goal is because Sterling made the run into the 6-yard box and caused Kerr to make an attempt to play that ball and clear it. Fortunately for him, it landed in his own net. Yeah, Drew, I think so. Yes. Yeah. I believe so. Yes. Here is Luke Shaw. Now on the right wing, here comes a cross all the way through. Shaw settles and now drives one back the other way. Denmark clear their box, but England retain possession. Mason Mount. Now Shaw again. Onto his right foot. Lays it back for Sterling. Kane now. 1 minute until first half stoppage time. Harry Kane. Is there one more wrinkle in the plot before the interval? Spinning around his shot. He'll find Mount. Into the box, it's Sterling. Laid back to Kane. Kane looking to play it through. Saka, the intended recipient. Out it goes for an English throw. 45th minute of play. And into stoppage time we go. And there will be none. So after 45 minutes of play in semifinal number 2 of UEFA Euro 2020, it's Denmark 1, England 1, all level in London. And after a bit of a boring start for the neutral, this game certainly came alive after that first goal from Denmark in the 30th minute, a beautiful strike from Mikael Damsgaard. And then 9 minutes later, England would respond with the equalizer, an own goal off of Simon Kerr. And so we're all square, England and Denmark, on level terms through 45 minutes. A thrilling second half still to come, and more twists and turns surely on the way. It's the semifinals of Euro 2020. A spot in the final up for grabs. The winner will face Italy. Italy coming off their penalty kick victory over Spain. Certainly a fascinating first 45 minutes. Still plenty of more action remains. I'll be back with the halftime report in a moment. One apiece. England and Denmark are square. Great scenes in Oskenhallen in Copenhagen, Denmark. And then in England, once they got the equalizer at BBC in London, the fans going crazy. You can only imagine supporters from both sides what their emotions have been thus far. Halftime report next. Stay tuned. Welcome into the halftime report, everybody. A beautiful strike for Mikael Damsgaard put the Danes in front, but the Denmark lead would be short-lived. Moments later in the 39th minute, it would be an own goal that brought England on level terms. Just going over some of those first half highlights, a fantastic atmosphere inside Wembley Stadium, around 60,000 in attendance for this big occasion. And as I mentioned, 30th minute, that would be when the first highlight arose. And what a highlight it was. A free kick in a dangerous area for Denmark. And what a beautiful strike. Damsgaard getting it over the wall and then dipping it just underneath the crossbar. No chance that Pickford was getting to it. And that put Denmark in front. It sure has been a great half, Guillermo, no doubt about it. And then, as I mentioned, in the 39th minute, a cross from Saka and then an own goal from Simon Kjær put England on the board. A bit unfortunate for Kjær, as he knew Sterling was right on his tail making a run. Kjær trying to cut out the cross, but it landed in his own goal. The 11th own goal of this tournament, as TG brought up. That own goal tally just gets greater and greater every game, it feels like. Just an incredible amount of own goals this tournament. And it's a bit unfortunate for Denmark. It really is, because I thought they looked solid in this first half. You can tell this is a Danish side who aren't scared of the occasion, not at all. And we saw that by the composure and precision on that beautiful free kick goal from Mikael Damsgaard, the first direct free kick goal in this tournament. What's going on, Rohan? How you doing, man? Did I miss you? Of course I did, man. But no worries for coming in late. I completely understand. Everyone has other things going on. But I appreciate you coming in, Rohan. And what a game this has been so far. A thoroughly entertaining first half. And Mikael Damsgaard becomes the youngest player with a direct free kick goal at the Euros or the World Cup in the last 40 years. How about that for a very interesting statistic? The youngster Damsgaard delivering in the biggest of moments. And this game's far from over. Despite England getting that goal, I still think Denmark are going to be riding confidence in the second half, saying it's all right. It's an own goal. Denmark will need to get past that, and I think they will. This is a confident team. You can, as I mentioned, you can tell by the way they're playing. So I'm not overly concerned for Denmark, in all honesty, because all the pressure's on England. Denmark have nothing to lose at the end of the day. Vacation's going well, Rohan. Yeah, it's going very well. Another beautiful day here in Maine. So yeah, vacation's been great. I was at the beach earlier, went in the ocean a couple of times. I'm enjoying myself. It's been nice. Unfortunately, there's rain in the forecast tomorrow and Friday, but I definitely enjoyed today. You don't know what to do after this tournament ends. Yeah. Well, after this tournament ends, we've got the Gold Cup and then the Olympics as well. And they're showing the scenes in Trafalgar Square in London, England. Fans around the country going absolutely insane after that goal in the 39th minute that put England on the board. I'll be back in a quick moment, everybody. A look ahead of the second half is coming next. 1-1, England and Denmark on level terms through 45 minutes. Welcome back into the halftime report, everybody. What a weekend it is. We've got a bit of everything. What do we have? The Wimbledon Championships on Saturday and Sunday, the men's and women's final. We've got that UFC McGregor fight on Saturday night. We have the Euro final on Sunday. The NBA Finals Game 3 on Sunday, and then the Home Run Derby for the MLB on Monday. Wow, what a great weekend it is. The Gold Cup is the CONCACAF Gold Cup, Rohan. It's our regional tournament with the U.S., Mexico, Costa Rica, Honduras. It's North America, Central America, and the Caribbean. It's our regional tournament. It's like the Euros or the Copa America for CONCACAF. So I'm a big U.S. men's national team fan. So I'll be covering the Gold Cup. Really looking forward to it. I can't wait. Have I ever passed out before? Not that I can really remember. I'm sure I have at some point, but not on the top of my head. I can't think of a time I did, Vaughn. No. Coming up next, it is the second half. It's back out to Wembley. What a second half we should have in store. England won, Denmark won to score the winner to the Euro final. Welcome back. The stage is set for the second half of this semifinal at the Euros. I know you're being sarcastic this time, Rohan. I know other times I've felt for your sarcasm. But yeah, we get ready for the start of the second half as both teams take to the pitch. What a first half it was. Yeah, I know, Guillermo. Absolutely, it's not an easy group stage for the U.S. in the Gold Cup. Yeah, Haiti are a decent side, and then Canada. You never know. You know, they've been getting better. They beat us in the Nations League group stage. So yeah, it's not an easy group stage at all for the U.S. in the Gold Cup. That's for sure. No, they don't, Vaughn. The U.S. men beat Mexico just last month in the Nations League final. Do you see how much talent's on the roster? I mean, it's a real good team, and a promising future is definitely ahead for the U.S. men's national team. No doubt about that. But that's not the conversation right now. The conversation is the Euro semifinals. We're off and running in the second half of play. Denmark scored first England got the equalizer. In Euro history, Denmark are just 1-10-2 when tied at the half. That's the most losses of any team. So that statistic would certainly suggest that Denmark could have their backs to the wall, but both teams on level terms heading into the second half. So anything can happen in these final 45 minutes. As the English are awarded a free kick, Harry Maguire will take it. No halftime substitutions from either manager. So the same 11 that started on both sides are still on the pitch. As this ball is blasted forward from one keeper to the other, Pickford to Schmeichel. They will, Vaughn. The U.S. men's national team, I mean, a disaster like that hopefully won't happen again. It definitely shouldn't. There's no excuse. So I thoroughly expect the U.S. men's national team to qualify for the World Cup next year. Denmark now back with it. Here is Damsgaard, the youngster who scored that rocket of a free kick in the first half. That's settled nicely by Mela. And did Mela's pass strike the arm of Phillips? No, according to the referee, Daniel Macchiella. But Vestergaard quickly wins it back. However, a late whistle came and a free kick awarded to the English as Bukayo Saka went down. Yeah, definitely contact there. Top 5 U.S. cities. Well, I'm definitely biased in my list, Rohan. And you know, it's not like I've been to all of the big cities. But based on the ones I have been to, I have to put Boston one. I love the city. I live near Boston, so I mean the winters can be a bit rough, but it's a great city. I love Boston. That's my home. So Boston one. I did, even though I hate New York sports teams, I think New York City is really cool. So I'll put New York 2. I really liked LA, so I went out there in 2019. So I'll put LA 3 as this is whipped in. And it'll be a foul going the other way. And our first booking, a yellow card, is shown. Down for Denmark is Simon Kjær. Let's see. Harry Maguire was the one booked. Oh, yeah, he did have an elbow out. Maguire seemed surprised by the decision, but it is a yellow card awarded to him. As I mentioned, the first yellow. But yeah, continuing my top 5 U.S. cities, I'd say San Diego 4, and I'm just saying ones I've been to, and then probably Nashville 5. Nashville is cool. Yeah, those are the ones I've been to. You know, there's candidates that I haven't been to, like Cincinnati, Indianapolis, Atlanta, but those are just outside my top 5. But yeah, that's your top 5 list, Guillermo. Very good. DC's pretty cool. Yeah, that's right. I have been to DC. I completely blanked out on that. You're right. I completely left out DC. Yeah, I might put DC in front of Nashville, barely. Yeah, DC's cool. I have been there. I completely forgot about DC. My bad. Yep, good shout, Rohan. Yeah, definitely an interesting list there, Guillermo. I've never been to Hawaii. I've been to Portland, Oregon. I'm actually in Portland, Maine right now. I haven't been to Portland, Oregon. Portland, Oregon seems nice. Duluth, Minnesota, I've never been there. Haven't been to Albuquerque. I have been to Philadelphia, but only the airport. I haven't been, like, actually, you know, in the city. I've been to the Philadelphia airport, but that's all. Yeah, I had New York City on my list, Rohan. I haven't been to London. We were talking, my family was talking about going to London perhaps right around before the pandemic hit. Here's a strike from distance and a diving save made by Pickford, who kept it out. It was Dolberg with the chance he has shown this tournament. And it looked like he was just offside, in fact. Well, yeah, I think Rohan knows London's not in the U.S. I think he was just asking those cities in general. But I have not been to Canada before, Vaughn. No, yeah, I wish I had been to Canada, but no, not yet. Back in the 2015 Women's World Cup, we were talking about maybe going to the semifinal, Women's World Cup semifinal again between the U.S. and Germany in Montreal, but those plans fell through in the end. That didn't happen. But no, I haven't been to Montreal. Oh, you were asking if London or New York City is better. I've never been to London, so I can't say. But I really like New York City. So, top 5 soccer cities in the U.S. That's a good one, Guillermo. Oh, you're scheduled to visit Vancouver in the winter? Very good, very good. Top 5 soccer cities that should host the World Cup. I've got to think about that. Here's Braithwaite, now crossed in, and getting a fist to that ball was Pickford. Now a bouncing ball settled by Thomas Delaney. Now Højbjerg going wide, but the pass off the mark, and Denmark turn it over cheaply. Yeah, it was a decent service from Braithwaite a moment ago, but Pickford was able to punch it clear. However, it's been a decent start to this half for Denmark, and once again, they're in possession. This is Damsgaard. Now Braithwaite chips it ahead, but it's won back by Maguire, and now Kane unleashing Raheem Sterling. Sterling, a great first touch into the middle. Sterling still going. Now it's out wide. Kane will track this ball down. Harry Kane under some pressure, and he draws a foul committed by Mela. Free kick coming. You plan to visit Toronto in the next year or so, Vaughn? Very cool, yeah. Yeah, Toronto seems like a good city. Vancouver, I've heard, is really nice, Guillermo. Yeah, well, Columbus, Ohio, of course, is a historic site for, U.S. men's national team games. They've historically have had success against Mexico. Of course, that's where, they've had some big wins. Yep, St. Louis, Missouri has a historic connection to U.S. soccer. Very true. Here's a header off the post. It looked like it hit the woodwork, or did Kasper Schmeichel get all of it? Either way, what an opportunity. Harry Maguire with the header. And it was kept out. Yeah, it was a save. It was a save. I thought it hit the post at first glance, but no. Schmeichel with his second big save of the night. And he's the reason that Denmark aren't trailing. Here is Mela. Yeah, New Jersey's produced great talent as well, yeah. That's right. Yeah, big time save indeed. We have 35 minutes left now in regulation. 1-1, England and Denmark on level terms. And Mela takes a big knock from John Stones and a free kick awarded to the Danes. Top 5 games this Euro. Oh, man. You're making me go back a couple weeks. No, I'm kidding. Well, Croatia, Spain, I think that's number 1. By the way, a reminder that the MLS season continues through the summer. Saturday, July 17th, my New England Revolution head to Mercedes-Benz Stadium to take on Atlanta United at 5 Eastern time. Here come Denmark once more into the box. Braithwaite has his cross cut out. Stones got in the way, and it will be a corner kick. What's going on, Lon? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it, man. So, yeah, Croatia, Spain would be 1. I'd probably put Germany, Portugal, 2, even though that was one of the worst games for me personally as a Portugal fan. That was a pretty good game. Yeah. Right. Finland, Denmark, because of what happened. I'd say Denmark, Russia, just because of how big that occasion was. Denmark need to win by 2. It happened for them to go through. That was, and it was in Copenhagen too. Just great scenes there. Italy, Spain yesterday was a really good game. I thought I thought that was a great game. As this cross is floated in, and Braithwaite took it on the volley. In the end, it's fired wide, but Denmark have certainly not shied away from going for the lead and reclaiming the advantage. Yeah, no problem, Juan. Glad to commentate this game. Appreciate you tuning in. Glad to hear that all is well. I did hear about it, Guillermo. I didn't watch Guadeloupe live, but I did watch the replay. What was it, 13 rounds of penalty kick shootouts, and Guadeloupe pulled off the upset to make it to the Gold Cup. Yeah, just great story. Good for Guadeloupe, and on the turn, here comes a shot, but the left-footed strike from Dolberg is comfortably handled by Pickford. Yeah, I wasn't watching that live, Guillermo, but I heard about it and saw the highlights of all the penalty kick shootout. Well, I think it was 13 rounds. Yeah, that was insane. We're closing in on the hour mark. A tie game as Pickford sends this deep downfield and getting there first is care. And the pass from Schmeichel out of play. England looking for a quick throw-in. Oh, yeah, I've heard of Prende TV, yeah. FS2 was also showing all of the Gold Cup qualifiers. I just didn't watch any of them. I was watching Copa America instead. Here's a cross. Oh, and a dangerous delivery right across the face of goal from Luke Shaw, but no one making the back post run for England, and now a whistle stops play. We'll see what the call is. Yeah, I've heard of Prende TV. It's Univision's streaming platform. Yeah, it did take a deflection there, as a matter of fact, off of Højbjerg, so a corner kick has actually been awarded. Yeah, I saw that Fox Sports 2 televised the games in English as well. But yeah, Prende TV is free, so that's definitely good. As this is floated in and right into the hands of Schmeichel. A quick punt downfield, and this could lead to something, although tracking back is Kyle Walker swooping in to deny Damsgaard of sparking a counterattacking chance. We've reached the hour mark. 60 minutes down, 30 to go in regulation anyways. 1-1. Oh, you're on vacation too, Rohan? Is that what you're saying? Very good. Yeah, definitely, Lon. I definitely agree. I mean, I don't I think most non-English fans don't like England. I think that's safe to say. So if you're not from England, I think everyone else is pulling for Denmark. They're just such a likable team based on, what happened with Christian Eriksen and how they got here against all odds. That's settled by Walker, who could be in a bit of trouble, although he gets out of pressure. And now Calvin Phillips with the ball over the top. It could be a chance. Mason Mount onto his left foot. The shot is blocked. Now it's Saka looking for options. Clips one to the back post, but it's headed clear by Denmark. And now it's Braithwaite dancing on the ball. The Barcelona man looking sharp. And he'll now spray it wide. This game really opening up here in the second half. That final pass turned over, however. Oh, Ronaldo, right. Okay. Well, yeah, me and Ronaldo are both on vacation. Yeah, there you go. I'm sure Ronaldo's vacation is much more luxurious, but I'm still greatly enjoying mine nonetheless. This is one back by England in the midfield. 62nd minute. This game completely up for grabs. Harry Kane. All right, there you go. I learned some Bengali. Thanks for that, Rohan. This is one back by Højbjerg. Kasper Schmeichel now. England once more on the ball. This is Calvin Phillips of Leeds United. Wide for Walker. Once more Phillips. England haven't led this game yet. They were down by a goal, have since equalized. Sterling. Ahead for Saka. Now a chance. But the shot from Mount ends up right into the arms of Schmeichel. Mount a bit off balanced. The ball was actually caught up a bit underneath him. And now the first substitution from Denmark, the first substitutions, I should say, are set to be made. Kasper Hjulmand ready for the changes. Meanwhile, Andreas Christensen of Chelsea is down for Denmark, so he may have to be forced to come out. Doesn't look like Gareth Southgate is set on making any changes yet. Imagine if Bielsa was the coach of England. That would be something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Rohan, if I saw the video you're talking about on ESPN. Yusuf Poulsen set to come on for Damsgaard. The goal scorer comes off for Denmark. Poulsen has one goal this tournament, and that was against Belgium, I should say. Well, Damsgaard certainly delivered tonight. A gorgeous free kick. His night ends in the 65th minute. Still a very young player with a bright future ahead. And it doesn't look like Christensen is in great shape to continue, although he'll do whatever it takes to carry on. We'll see what developments are made there. I think that's why there's a bit of a delay here due to the injury, and I'm not sure if Kasper Hjulmand is entirely set on his changes. It looks like Poulsen's going to stay in for now. So that Christensen injury, I think Kasper Hjulmand's just waiting to see if Christensen will be able to continue. So no substitution yet. It looks like Damsgaard is staying in for now. But Poulsen will be his replacement, it appears, at perhaps the next stoppage. Who do I see making it to the World Cup out of CONCACAF? Well, it's, what is it, 4.5 teams? The 4 I see getting through out of the octagonal. U.S., Mexico, probably Honduras, and I'm going to say Costa Rica have been on the downfall lately, to be honest. Costa Rica, I'll probably say, but Canada, watch out. Watch out for Canada. They could be, they could sneak in. I think they are a team to look out for. And now we'll see some changes. Struger Larson out, and it will be Daniel Voss, the Valencia man, coming on. Voss has been benched ever since the round of 16 where he was out with an illness. And now Damsgaard will make way for Poulsen. Yep, that's a very fair prediction, Lon. I might say, yeah, I might put Canada over Costa Rica, to be honest. It'll be close between those two. And Christian Norgaard will come in for Christian Dolberg. Kasper Dolberg, I should say. So Norgaard is in. So 3 changes made by Denmark, and looks like Christensen is set to continue. And that was off of Christensen. In the end, cleared by the Danes. Look at this. Harry Maguire making a run forward. Now lays it off to Kane. Kane to Walker. 3 quarters through the match. 1-1 between England and Denmark. No goals yet in the second frame. Bukayo Saka. A wasted ball. Goal kick to the Danes. In these Euros, Lon, no, there will not be a third place game. Thank goodness. Third place games have always been silly to me. Like Copa America is having a third place game. I never understood them. I mean, I guess for the Olympics it makes sense because there's a bronze medal, but outside of that, I think it's pointless. A third place game. And Bukayo Saka will now make way for England, the first substitution from Gareth Southgate. And Jack Grealish will come on. Grealish, of course, can provide some flair for England off the bench. So much hype around Jack Grealish, who's had a couple of great seasons now at Aston Villa. And of course, all summer long, he's been linked to Manchester City. We'll see if that eventually goes through. Of course, Harry Kane, also one of Manchester City's targets. So that will be interesting over the course of the summer. Okay, that's what you're saying, Guillermo. Okay, cool. Jamaica to the plane. Wow. All right. All right. What are my thoughts about Copa America? I mean, it stinks that there's been no fans, but I've enjoyed the knockout stages. The group stage was a bit of a drag, for all the teams playing 4 group games just to eliminate 2 teams out of 10. That was a bit foolish, but the knockout stages I've enjoyed. The group stage I wasn't that into. I mean, with good reason, in my opinion. But the knockout stages I've enjoyed. It's been some great games. Argentina-Colombia last night was really good, and I'm happy because I got the final I wanted. I think everyone got the final they wanted. Brazil, Argentina. So I'm really looking forward to calling that final on Saturday night. The overall attempts in this match, 8-5. England with the edge. But yeah, Copa America is always fun, Rohan. The format was a bit strange this year because usually they have 12 teams with 2 guests. But that didn't happen, of course, because of COVID. So the group stage was a bit pointless. But no, the knockout stages have been fun. Yeah, I agree, Lon. I think CONCACAF and CONMEBOL should combine for a regional competition. That would be awesome, like they did in 2015, I believe it was, in the Copa Centenario. And now our second yellow card will be shown, and it goes to the substitute Daniel Vaz, just absolutely taking out Jack Grealish. And so just minutes after coming onto the pitch, Vaz is booked. Yeah, it's just been sad watching Copa America without any fans in those huge Brazilian stadiums. But it is what it is. Here's the free kick. Headed down. Now it's at the feet of Phillips. This is Jack Grealish. 73rd minute. Coming down to the wire in Wembley. Harry Kane to the other side with Mount. Mount on the right flank, edge of the penalty area, lofts one in, and Kasper Schmeichel handles it over. An attempted cross turned into a shot, and Kasper Schmeichel was alert. You never know what can happen there. And he knocked it over the crossbar. Conceding the corner. It's played short to Grealish. Now Mount into a promising area, but a sea of red jerseys able to block that Raheem Sterling strike. It's now England once more. Kane going down, and he'll be called for simulation. A free kick to Denmark. As Kane went down in the penalty box, and he may even require medical attention. Let's see what happened here. Or actually, it was a foul called against Kane, so not simulation here. But Kane was the one called for the foul. Oh, I didn't finish my top 5 matches. What did I list? 4 of them? VAR is looking this one over for a potential penalty check. But that check is quickly over. And so it is indeed a free kick to Denmark. And Kane seems to be just fine as well. I think I listed 4 matches. I'm trying to think of another good one. Yeah, so I had Spain-Croatia as my top game. I put Italy-Spain was a good one yesterday. I put that up there. And then, yeah, Portugal-Germany, Denmark-Russia. Oh, France-Switzerland. There we go. France-Switzerland. How did I forget that one? Well, I'm not saying combine CONMEBOL and CONCACAF. I'm just that would be exciting. I know Chile beat Mexico 7-0, but let's be real. That was a once. That's a one-off. You know, that's not going to happen every time. You know, Chile and Mexico meet. Mexico are probably better than Chile right now. That was just a fluke. Here is shot, and that is out of play. A quarter of an hour left in regulation. It's still 1-1. The tensions are high inside Wembley Stadium. Yeah, I remember Germany, Brazil on. I certainly do. That's another example of just a one-off. That will never happen again. Germany just absolutely thrashed Brazil in the World Cup. Yeah, that was crazy. This is sent into the box, and out it goes for an English goal kick. Yeah, Vaughn, you are right. That was 7-1. It took Mexico 5 World Cups to score their first goal. I did not know that, no. Leaping header. England hold on to possession. This is Kyle Walker. Now Raheem Sterling. He lost it. And a great intervention. Harry Maguire stepped up. And it was a promising ball ahead for Grealish. But intercepted. Christensen got in the way, and he's down again. I'm not sure how much longer Andreas Christensen will be able to continue. Oh, yeah, that game is hard to forget, no doubt. No, Vaughn, that's never going to happen. The Euros are always going to be in Europe. Today's attendance, by the way, officially 64,950. Not bad at all as we get closer and closer to full capacity. And it was announced, I believe, yesterday that the Premier League, starting from match day 1 in August, will have full capacity crowds at all their venues. And Andreas Christensen will come out. Joachim Andersen into the match for the Danes. So Andersen is in at right back. We've reached the 79th minute of play. No, not at all, Rohan. I don't think they overly rely on Ronaldo at all. I think Portugal played better, perhaps without Ronaldo, because when Ronaldo's on the pitch, I feel like other Portuguese players feel like they have to get the ball to him to score. So no, I think, and Portugal proved, in the Euro final that they don't need to rely on Ronaldo at all. So no, I wouldn't say they're overly reliant on him. No, I think Portugal, even without Ronaldo, have a very talented squad. Oh, first point, Guillermo. Okay, that makes more sense, but that's still a bit crazy. Yeah. And here's a shot from distance, just wide, from Calvin Phillips. Guillermo, the fact that you're going back to 1976, I think, says a lot. 80th minute reached. Oh, yeah, sorry. That was my mom coming in from the beach. I apologize for that. This is the best location I could find. It isn't ideal, but it is what it is. Here is Simon Kjær. And that ball sails out for a throw into England. Here's Luke Shaw. Now Grealish. Grealish lost it. And now Denmark the other way. This ball played ahead. Braithwaite tried to play it one touch, but it's turned back over to England. And here they come. '82nd minute now. And Mason Mount was fouled. Yeah, exactly, Guillermo. I mean, I know CONMEBOL is better than CONCACAF. I'm not saying that it isn't. I know that. I'm just saying it would be cool to have a tournament with CONCACAF and CONMEBOL, teams combined, like they did in 2015. The U.S. made it to the semifinals. I mean, as that flicked on header is wide, and I know they got thrashed by Argentina, but just an idea. I know it's a long shot, but anxious moments among the supporters for both England and Denmark at Wembley. Of course, it's mainly English fans in attendance in the nation's capital. 83rd minute of play. Yes and no. Yes and no. I mean, I suppose it was a golden generation in a way, but I think this group we got coming up will be even better than that team. I do. Yeah, it's just silly, Rohan. This is settled by Yusuf Poulsen. Poulsen. And now laid ahead by Norgard. Is there a late winner here in regulation? Now it's Simon Kjær, the captain of Denmark. And here they come, down the right wing. This cross all the way through and out for a goal kick. Not quite what Delaney was seeking. And Jordan Pickford will be in no hurry to take this goal kick. Although England would prefer to get the job done here within the 90 minutes. No, Qatar definitely don't deserve to host the World Cup. Not at all. That is foolish. Oh, you were talking about 95, Guillermo. Sorry. No, I was talking about the most recent time that the U.S. played in the Copa America, which was 2015. Oh yeah, 95. Yeah. Sorry. I was a bit confused because no, I was referencing the 2015 Copa America. My bad. No, yeah, for sure. That U.S. team was really special. Yep. Claudio Reyna, Alexi Lawless, Marcelo Balboa. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I agree, Rohan. Messi deserves an international title. Here come England on the attack. This is Raheem Sterling. Jack Grealish tried to thread it through, but picking off his pass was Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. 86th minute now. Simon Kjær. My favorite Disney shows. I do not watch Disney shows. A reminder that if this result holds and we do head to extra time, that would require 2 15-minute periods. And if still tied, penalty kicks would decide the winner. Just like we saw yesterday, where it came down to a penalty kick shootout. Jack Grealish in the corner flag. Delaney looking to win it back. And Denmark now have it, but that ball went over the end line. A corner kick awarded, though. Who should have hosted the World Cup in 2022? The U.S. The U.S., but they had to wait till 2026 because Qatar cheated to get the 2022 World Cup. No, I didn't watch Disney Channel. Nope. As Denmark will make another substitution. Mathias Jensen on for Thomas Delaney. No, I've always that stuff just never interested me. A waste of time for me. So I've always been a sports person. Yeah, exactly, Guillermo. No doubt. You're very right about that. This will be a foul going out. Vestergaard not too happy about the call against him. I'm not sure if there was a foul there, to be honest. We're 2 minutes from second half stoppage time. The score remains 1-1. Kyle Walker back to Pickford. Harry Kane looking to win the aerial duel. However, it's sent back the other way by Vestergaard. And off the bounce, Pickford will handle it. Shaw to Phillips, and now Walker. Time is running out here in regulation. Well, those rumors are just nonsense, Rohan. Now Calvin Phillips. 89 minutes played. Raheem Sterling. Wide it comes to Luke Shaw. Shaw once more. Bursting ahead. The ball pinballing around. And now it's eventually settled by Declan Rice. Rice still sticking with it. And he'll find Walker. England waiting for their opportunity. It will stay with the home side. The header out of play from Mela. And there should be a decent amount of stoppage time. We, of course, had none in the first half. And there you have it. There will be 6 additional minutes. So still plenty of time left. Here's Walker. Square ball for Grealish. Grealish, the substitute. Now the cross. Chested down. Maybe a chance. Harry Kane still going. Takes it to the byline. And eventually it's knocked away. And kept in play. Great defending by the Danes as it's lofted up the line by Højbjerg. Out of play for an English throw. Kyle Walker, about 5 minutes left. And if this result holds true, we would head to extra time. Yesterday's semifinal did. Will today's semifinal do the same? Now Raheem Sterling. England with so much of the possession these last few minutes, but haven't fired a good shot on goal yet. You have to sense some frustration from the English side. Denmark just not letting them break through. This is now Mason Mount. Sterling wide for Walker. Laid ahead for Rice. Walker once more. Crossed in. Cleared away. Now Mela ahead for Poulsen. Poulsen's met by Shaw. And a free kick awarded to the English. And England wanted a quick restart, but the referee will bring it back. As Kyle Walker now puts the ball in play. It's Sterling one-on-one. Sterling put it across. And once again, the Danish defense do really well in dealing with a dangerous service from Raheem Sterling. Now, once again, it's won back by the English. Sterling to the inside. Lays it back. Kane is there. Back for Phillips. Phillips takes a crack at goal, but it's sky high over the crossbar. A disappointing end result for England. Yeah, I'm sure England will not want this game to come down to PKs. My thoughts on the German team? I mean, I'm not really concerned for them, to be honest. You know, Jurgen Love's now done. He was there for a long time. You know, he did some great things with Germany, of course. You know, you're almost a national team manager never lasts 15 years. So that's or he was there for more than 15 years, I think. So that was just insane. You know, credit to him for going that long, winning a World Cup with them, of course. But I think now with a new manager coming in and Hansi Flick, just things will be shaken up a little bit. Germany have some really good young players. So I think Germany will be in fine hands going forward as Vestergaard commits a foul. Taking out Harry Kane. Just under 2 minutes left now in regulation. England fans praying for a goal here so they don't have to go through the nerves of extra time. This is whipped in by Mount. Header handled by Schmeichel. Maguire with the leaping effort, but no problem for Kasper Schmeichel. And it's seeming more and more likely that extra time will be inevitable. What about the Ballon d'Or? I don't know. I don't really care about the Ballon d'Or, to be honest. In team sports, individual awards aren't really important to me, to be honest. But I don't know. The Ballon d'Or, after they canceled it last year when Lewandowski should have got it, it's definitely I don't know. That just seems silly to me. Who can win it? I'm not sure. It's the same names as always. I don't know. It's so unpredictable, the Ballon d'Or. As here is Raheem Sterling still going, and it's won back by the Danes, and that should just about do it. Although England are back in possession momentarily. But there is Højbjerg. Out of play it goes. The final whistle, or at least the full time whistle coming any moment for the end of regulation. Yeah, exactly, Guillermo, exactly. And it looks like the Dutch referee is adding a little bit more than the minimum of 6. Here comes a long throw from Kyle Walker. Into the box it comes. Phillips back to Walker. Play continues. Walker once more to Phillips. Flicked on by Maguire, and now Grealish will chase it down in the far corner. Jack Grealish. Now clipped in. Back it comes to Grealish. Along the end line. Squares it. Kane had his effort blocked. And there is the full-time whistle. But 90 minutes not enough. Just like semifinal number 1. Semifinal number 2 is heading to extra time. 30 more minutes will be necessary. And my goodness, what an extra time period this should be. It's been a fascinating game so far, and fans of both sides will be made to face a lot of nerves once more as we get set for the first extra time period. I appreciate all of you for tuning in. I'll be back after a quick break. The extra 30-minute period is coming up next. Italy 1, Spain 1 is the score. Sorry about that. I'm getting sidetracked. England 1, Denmark 1 the score. There we go. Welcome back, everybody. I have shifted the location just a bit as we get set for the start of extra time. And it is a fantastic atmosphere inside Wembley Stadium. Nervy moments coming for supporters of both sides, of course. 1-1, England and Denmark. And as I mentioned, just like yesterday's semifinal, tonight's semifinal, heading to extra time. And so we get set for the beginning of the extra 30-minute frame, 2 15-minute periods. There'll be a short stoppage after the first period of extra time. It's not golden goal, so they'll play the full 30-minute period of extra time. And then if it's still tied after that, penalty kicks will decide who moves on to face Italy in the final. And so we are ready. Here we go. 1-1 the score. The first extra time period is underway. Denmark attacking from left to right. England from right to left. And it's Denmark kicking off as they'll play to 120 minutes. Here's Kasper Schmeichel. And out it goes for a Danish throw. Daniel Voss will head over to take it. Now the referee heading over to his fourth official. Have a word about something, not entirely sure what. Play continues nonetheless. 2 15-minute halves here. If it's still tied after that, penalty kicks will decide the winner of the semifinal at the Euros. Leaping header from Shaw. Out it goes for another Denmark throw. And heading over to take it is Voss once more. Grealish to Phillips. In the space with Declan Rice. England in their major tournament history, a 10-0-5 record at Wembley Stadium. Their only elimination came in the Euro 1996 semifinal against Germany. So, in major tournaments, England have been fantastic on home soil. As that was last off of Shaw. Neymar, Mbappe, I don't know. That's a tough one. I'd probably lean Mbappe slightly. But they're both fantastic players. As Grealish is now taken down, a foul called against Yusuf Poulsen. '93rd minute. And now here come England. Harry Kane is in. Diving save. Schmeichel kept it out. And another real good opportunity for England in this game. A couple of great saves from Schmeichel have kept Denmark alive. Now here's Jack Grealish on the left wing. Now Rice over to Shaw. A burst of speed. Sterling coming towards goal, but the pass is picked off. And now Denmark will clear this one beyond midfield. Down behind the play, meanwhile, is Yannick Vestergaard. Yeah, he got run into by Sterling after Sterling released the pass. Another real solid save by Schmeichel. Going back to the Harry Kane chance, he was trying to tuck that into the far corner. Schmeichel quick to react, got a right hand to it. It was definitely a juicy rebound for England, but no one was in the area to pounce. In the end, the Danes managed to clear. And that will be it for Declan Rice. His replacement, Jordan Henderson, who scored in the quarterfinal against Ukraine. And Phil Foden also set to enter. He will come on for Mason Mount. So those are the two changes by Gareth Southgate. He had only made one substitution in regulation, I should say. Which country should host the Euros one day? I don't know, Vaughn. This will be punted away by Kasper Schmeichel. Out wide it comes to Jack Grealish. And now, still on his feet is Luke Shaw. Shaw cuts it back, waiting for support. Now Grealish to Foden. '97th minute. Still early on in extra time. Great combination play that. And Sterling went down at the edge of the box. Play continues. This ball clipped in. It's beyond Harry Kane. Getting ahead to it was Voss. And now Shaw's cross is deflected out. A corner kick on the way for England. Vestergaard, a big man, and Sterling found that out the hard way. Phil Foden, who just came in moments ago, will deliver the left-footed outswinging delivery from this corner kick on the near side. Here it comes. Out to Foden once more. Now Grealish has a chance. Takes it, but Schmeichel with the save. He did concede a rebound. It's Grealish once more. Grealish hesitant. Now back to Sterling. And he misfired that one. Well off the mark. And Denmark can breathe a sigh of relief. England have had their chances early on in this extra time frame. Was there a foul there? Yes, there was. England awarded a free kick. It's a quick restart. Luke Shaw. Grealish back for Henderson. England with all of the possession, but the score remains 1-1. Phil Foden. A nice move. Foden into the middle, but the pass is turned over as we close in on the 100-minute mark of this match. Thanks to everyone who has tuned in today. Much appreciated as always. Who will come through in these tense moments? Foden. Now a through ball. And a good job defensively by Vestergaard, who got ahead on the ball. Another corner kick on the way, however, for England. Surely one of them will result in a goal, you'd have to think. Foden to deliver. The header away by Voss. Calvin Phillips to Luke Shaw. About 4 minutes remain in the first period of extra time. Now on the ball is Maguire. Still going here is Jordan Henderson. Now Maguire. Sterling accelerating along the byline. Sterling gets inside. Down he goes. And a point to the spot. Penalty kick awarded to England. And is this their opportunity to take the first lead of the match? Sterling just so explosive on the ball. Got to the inside of Mela. And then the foul came from Joaquin Mela as he clipped Sterling. And a penalty kick awarded. So a penalty kick on the way as we close in on the 103rd minute. And what a chance this is for England. Of course, a penalty check taking place from the video assistant referee. And they'll take a long, hard look. One could argue that Sterling went down a bit too easy. But then again, was there also contact? We'll see what VAR has to say. But as of right now, it's a penalty kick to England. And it appears as though Harry Kane is the one stepping up for the three lines. What a moment this is. The VAR check is over. And Harry Kane will face Kasper Schmeichel. What a moment. We know Kasper Schmeichel is capable of a big save. Can he make one here? Harry Kane stepping up for England. A deep breath. Harry Kane denied. Rebound. He scores. England grab the lead in the 104th minute. For the first time tonight, the hosts have taken the lead. Kasper Schmeichel did everything he could. The original save was made, but Kane there for the cleanup duty. A bit fortunate was Kane, but he was there for the follow. 2-1, England on top. And now Denmark will have to fight back as Wembley absolutely erupts. Well, going back to the replay, it was really a poor PK in the end. Schmeichel guessed the right way, made the stop, but the rebound was there for Kane, and there was no doubt about the result once Kane was there to clean up the rebound conceded by Schmeichel. 2-1 England, and the English supporters are certainly sensing victory now. There's still plenty of time left, of course, for Denmark to respond. But it's certainly an enormous goal for Harry Kane and England. We enter stoppage time in the first period of extra time. Kane in the 104th minute delivers. And that's Kane's 10th goal in a major tournament, tied for the most in England history, I should say, alongside Gary Lineker. And we're still awaiting the word on stoppage time here in the first period of extra time. We're now into the 106th minute, and Denmark have to go for it now. No other choice. This is Norgard. That pass intercepted. And another goal for England would surely punch their ticket to the final. This is Harry Kane. Down he goes. Free kick awarded. The foul came from Norgard, the substitute for Denmark. And now set to make a change is Gareth Southgate. He's only made 3 substitutions, has 3 more available if he wishes to use all of them. It's Kieran Trippier set to enter the pitch. And the few Danish supporters inside Wembley are now the ones quiet. And we have finally got word on stoppage time. 3 minutes are being added on. We've already played 2 here in the first period of extra time. This goes wide for Grealish. England looking for a cushion. Voss got to it for Denmark. Can't quite clear it. And now it's Martin Braithwaite. Norgard. 30 seconds until we reach the end of the first period of extra time. You think it's a rigged Euros, Vaughn? Yeah, it definitely would be fun to see Denmark come back, no doubt. We'll see. You never know. Crazier things have happened. It will be a Denmark throw, and they've entered the attacking third. And did that ball stay in? The answer is no. And that should end the first half of extra time, and it will. Well, perhaps a controversial penalty kick was awarded to England. VAR said it was not a clear and obvious error. Harry Kane was denied from this spot, but he was there to clean up the rebound, and that goal has England in front. "15 minutes left for Denmark to try to knot this game at 2 apiece. As it'll be should be a 2-minute break as both teams regroup, switch sides, and get set for the final 15 minutes of extra time. 2-1 England. Damsgaard opened the scoring all the way back in the 30th minute. Then it was a Kerr own goal in the 39th minute that put England on level terms. And then Kane in the 104th minute, 103rd, I should say, has delivered what could turn out to be the game-winning goal. And England supporters, you'd think the game is over by the way they're celebrating. There's still time left, but England fans are sensing victory. Denmark fans, meanwhile, trying to stay confident, but it's hard to do with the stakes so high and their team trailing now. And so Gareth Southgate and Kasper Hjulmand providing instructions to their respective teams. A critical stage of the match. As England are 15 minutes away from moving on to the Euro final. Denmark, meanwhile, will give it everything they simply have to try to force this game to penalty kicks and score a game-tying goal. The England fans just won't stop dancing around Wembley Stadium. It's a jubilant atmosphere, to say the least. And the captain of Denmark, Simon Kjær, trying to instill some confidence, telling his teammates, this game's not done. And so what will these final 15 minutes have in store as Kieran Trippier is now set to enter? As we await the fourth official to raise his board, determining what player will come off. And the answer to that is Grealish. Did that say 7? Wow, Grealish has come off. Well, that caught me off guard. Apparently, I'd have to think Jack Grealish has suffered an injury because he came on as a substitute in the second half, and now off he comes, replaced by Kieran Trippier. Very interesting that. It surely has to be an injury, but I'm not entirely sure. So off we go in the second period of extra time. Phil Foden on the ball for England. Foden already taking it to the corner flag, and it's last touched by Voss. Harry Kane will leave it for Foden. England in no particular hurry now on restarts. Header won by Trippier, his first touch. And that will end up out of play for a Danish throw-in. Denmark know that urgency is needed at this stage. England just trying to hold on. Just barely. Well, if this result holds, it'll be England facing Italy in the final Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time at Wembley Stadium. But will that result hold? That's the question. A bit of a heavy First touch from Pickford, but no Danish player in the area. However, his clearance is sent out of play. Is there more drama that this game has to offer? Direct ball forward, and that will sail over the end line. Anderson trying to seek out Braithwaite. And a concerned look on the face of Kasper Hjulmand, the head coach of Denmark. About a dozen minutes remain. And so Pickford will happily take his time on the goal kick here. And it's beyond midfield. Denmark looking to win every 50-50 ball. They do so this time. It's a poor pass, though. Helping out was Care. A great turn. Denmark could be in business. Norgaard's pass, blocked by Sterling. Back it comes to Norgaard. And he will switch the point of attack to the other side of the pitch. Braithwaite lost possession. Now England looking to keep it. Kane went down, but it will be a throw-in to the Danes. This is played ahead. One-touch pass by Mela. And once again, a Pickford clearance goes directly out of play. It's been a bit shaky tonight. 110th minute now. 10 minutes to play. Denmark needing a goal. Here is Poulsen. Poulsen trying to play it to the back post. Shaw was there. Denmark have it once more. Settled by Foden. And now out on Shaw. So it'll feel like a long final 10 minutes for England players and their supporters. You have to think. Anderson. Poulsen couldn't control. And now it's sent out of play. Denmark will have a throw-in. Mela takes it, but a second ball was thrown onto the field by a ball boy. The situation's now settled. Ball put in play. Bouncing ball edge of the box. Braithwaite chasing it down. A perfectly timed slide tackle. However, Denmark keep possession. Here's Højbjerg. Back out to midfield. Brought forward by Simon Kjær. Foden defending. Pass into the box. Intercepted. The takeaway there from Maguire. However, England And I finding it easy to keep possession, although now it's sent ahead for Raheem Sterling. We know how much pace he has. Sterling's still going. He avoids a tackle. Raheem Sterling off to Kane. Harry Kane to the byline. The angle closed down nicely by Kerr. And now Kane will slow things down for England. They don't need a goal. But if they could get one, that would, of course, finish off this game for all intents and purposes. Now it's Kieran Trippier. And onside was Walker. Towards the corner flag. He'll now reverse it for Trippier. Here is Luke Shaw. His cross blocked. Second chance. But nothing called as Henderson hit the deck. And now a quick punt by Kasper Schmeichel. England's defense alert. And Maguire will go back to Pickford. Under 7 minutes to play plus stoppage time in the second period of extra time. Now it's controlled by Anderson, who replaced the injured Andreas Christensen. Later on in that second half, now it's Mela. Braithwaite on the turn, going for goal. Oh, it's just wide. Martin Braithwaite, in a tight window, got a decent shot away, and it was not too far off target. It might have even taken a slight deflection, and Pickford did get a hand to it. Corner kick coming for the Danes. The Denmark supporters still keeping hope. And this will be delivered by Daniel Voss. In swinging ball. Headed away. And now it'll be sent all the way back to Schmeichel, who, as expected, is a long way out of his 18-yard box. Schmeichel now lofts one forward. Maguire wins the header. Denmark have it. Over to Mela. 5 minutes left. Mela for Norgard. And now Anderson. Braithwaite looking for the heel flick pass. It's given away. And now it's unleashed. Harry Kane was making the run. The flag stayed down. And then Schmeichel's clearance blocked by Kane. But it looks like he'll be called for a handball. Yep, that did strike the right arm of Kane. No complaints there. The total attempts 20-6 England. The attempts on target 9 for England. It's been one-sided, particularly since the second half got underway. And here's a dangerous delivery to the back post. Another Denmark corner coming. Denmark still posing a threat as they look for the equalizer. English supporters still very nervous as they look to cling on for the win. This ball comes out of the box. Sterling first to it. And now here comes Sterling with pace. You'd think it's the first minute by the look of Sterling's pace. However, it's given away. And now a great bit of skill. Mela's still going. However, the pass turned over. And now Walker will head towards the far sideline. Back on the right wing, it's Trippier. And Trippier will head straight towards the corner flag. 117th minute. Henderson, back to Trippier. Now Sterling. Three minutes left. Denmark trailing by a goal. Here is Kane. Yeah, I'll be rooting for Italy in the final as well, Vaughn, if England end up holding on for the win here. Sterling. Nice pass. Henderson. Back to Sterling. England could be in on goal here. Although Sterling will back off. Once more, it's with Jordan Henderson. Just some great ball movement by England. Denmark running in circles. As Phillips goes back to John Stones. Luke Shaw. Now Sterling. A whole lot of space on this right flank. Ahead for Trippier. Sterling once more. Phil Foden on the ball. Denmark just can't win back possession. Comes all the way back for Pickford. One minute remains until stoppage time in the second period of extra time. Denmark running out of time. However, England finally turned it over, an unforced error, as that was passed right out of play. Does Denmark have one last magical moment in them? Here's a long ball forward by Kerr. One back by the English. Will that just about do it? Here's Harry Kane striding across midfield. Kane has an option wide, finds Sterling. And now Sterling taking it in himself. Sterling the chance. And Schmeichel comes up with the stop. We've reached the 120th minute. How much more will be added on? That's a superb stop by Schmeichel. He's been superb all night. And now England will take all of the time they can to take this corner. There will be just 1 minute added on, so about 30 seconds to play. Denmark doing it back. They have to get to the under end of the pitch quickly. Mela into the middle. Denmark with one last opportunity, perhaps. Was that a foul? Yes, it was. Free kick awarded to Denmark. Nope, awarded to England, excuse me. In the final whistle, any moment now. And there it comes. It's all over at Wembley Stadium. England 2, Denmark 1 the final. And playing from behind, England get the job done. It was dramatic, but England do it. They're moving on to the final, and what a final we have on tap. Italy against England on Sunday night from Wembley. A home game it will be for England, of course. Heartbreak for Denmark. They were in front 1-0, but England ultimately scored 2 unanswered goals, one of them coming here in extra time, and they get the job done in dramatic fashion. And so a tournament that started with 24 teams is now down to its final 2 teams, Italy and England for the trophy. And England now 1 win away from ending all of the suffering they've been through. Of course, haven't won a major tournament since 1966, the World Cup. They've never won the European Championships, and they'll have an opportunity to do so on Sunday. Well, England were the superior side tonight. No matter what you say about whether it was a penalty or not, England, you can't say didn't deserve to win. And they are through. Yeah, it's disappointing that, Denmark couldn't pull off the upset, but England win after extra time, 2-1 the final score. Kane's 104th minute goal following his saved penalty kick after he finished the rebound. That is the game-winning goal. And penalty kicks will not be needed like they were last night to decide the winner. England get it done in the extra period. And you have to say hats off to Denmark. A wonderful tournament from them. No one saw them making it all the way to the semifinals. In fact, after starting the tournament with 2 losses, I don't think many saw them coming out of the group stage. Never mind make it this far. It was a great Cinderella run that has come to an end tonight. And for England, well, they remain undefeated in the tournament. They did concede their first goal of the tournament tonight. But they still get the job done. Italy, England, what a final it should be at Wembley in 4 days' time. That should be just fantastic. As Denmark applaud their fans, their journey comes to a close. England also applaud a raucous crowd. And England will have that stadium packed once more on Sunday night. They get home field advantage against Italy in the Euro final. Well, it should be appointment viewing, shouldn't it? And it'll be interesting to see how both teams line up for that one. I'm already looking ahead to that Italy-England final as Gareth Southgate passionately celebrates with the supporters. You can only imagine the scenes, not just around London, but the entire country. But the job not done yet. England still with 1 more win needed, but the title is certainly within sight as they look to win their first Euros. Italy look to win their 4th. And yeah, hopefully that will be a great game. It should be. It should be. I'm looking forward to watching that one and being on the call for it. A lot of pressure on this English team, the whole nation backing them. And you can see what it means for them as well. England through to the UEFA Euro 2020 final. Italy awaits them, and that final will take place at that very site, Wembley Stadium. Absolute scenes in the nation's capital. And neither semifinal disappointed. Both fantastic games, and you have to feel for Denmark. They gave it their all, coming up just short ultimately, as that will put a wrap on my broadcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it. England 2, Denmark 1. The final score after extra time in the Euro final is all set. Italy, England, Sunday night. Can't wait for that, and I will see you guys next on Saturday night for the Copa America final as well as the Euro final. On Sunday should be a great weekend of international football. Looking